Hello, my name is Lilia Wright, and this is my final project summary presentation for Info 244. And my final project is to create LibGuide, and the database selected is CABI Digital Library. So target audiences. My target audiences are undergraduate, college students, and researchers in STEM fields. Because CABI Digital Library primarily focuses on like global health, agricultural science, environmental science, human medicine, and also veterinary medicine. And then I think they also have leisure and other things like that within that platform. So the learning objectives for this LibGuide are how to use Boolean operators, how to save searches, how to combine searches, how to locate and use the CABI thesaurus, and how to export citations. So what was my approach? I oriented myself with CABI Digital Library to get familiar. And then I looked at different user help guides and resources to see what was available. And then I outlined learning objectives, and then I wrote out step-by-step instructions on how to do each objective. Then after writing those out, I added screenshots as visual aids. So on the home page, I provide a general overview about CABI and how to access CABI. So I make a note that San Jose State University does not have a current subscription to CABI Digital Library materials. However, selected content is available through open access. And then I provided a direct link for users. And so I provide a brief overview on advanced searching, how to use Boolean operators, and then I also make notes of additional tips of like how to add multiple search terms or how to use exact phrase searching and an example of an exact phrase search with a Boolean operator. And then on the next tab, I have how to save searches and then how to view saved searches. I also make note that users need a CABI Digital Library account before being able to save searches, and that creating an account is free. So I provided the registration link. And then I go into how to combine saved searches and noting that users have to select the appropriate Boolean operator before clicking on combine searches. And then I noticed that there were two ways to export citations. And so I did an overview of how to do that while users are searching, is the initial one. And then the other method is to create a my project folder and add articles to that project folder. And then once compiling all the desired objects for that project, users can select the quotations under tools on their account and then export citations. And then I have a brief overview of tips on like selecting what file type would be appropriate and selecting citation format. And then I have a brief instruction on how to access the CABI thesaurus, either through direct link or through the platform. And then I go into how to use the CABI thesaurus and how it can be useful. And I use the terms kidney diseases and note that CABI has non-preferred terms and then broader terms and narrower terms, which can help people with their searches. And then I also noticed that CABI will automatically insert the Boolean operator or, and so I made sure to include that in the instructions so users are aware. And at the end, I added useful links, like direct links to the thesaurus, the search guide. CABI also had an advanced search tips page. And then I created a video tutorial on how to place an interlibrary loan request through SJSU's library catalog. And the reason I did that was because since SJSU does not subscribe to CABI Digital Library content, I thought it would be important for users to know how to place a request in case they find something there that they want. So for implementation and test planning, uh, the goal is to publish the LibGuide. I have a LibGuide feedback poll on the homepage, so users can provide feedback, comments, questions, any additions, subtractions, or anything that's confusing. And then I can go back and review the feedback and update the LibGuide as needed. And then I would also need to check CABI Digital Library periodically for any like platform updates, anything new in terms of searching or something that users should be aware of, and then update the LibGuide from there. So the things I have learned during this journey, I learned that having an outline of learning objectives is key and super important. This made the process so much easier. I was able to take it one chunk at a time and write out instructions. And then I also noticed the importance of of using a beginner's perspective and kind of getting an idea of how someone else would want to learn how to do something. Then I learned to ask for help when needed. So I had a couple of colleagues and my fiance review the LibGuide to make sure links were working and formatting was okay. And then I also learned to look at additional resources available within a database because those resources could be useful. So that user guide on CABI is a little hidden, so being able to pull that out and provide a direct link, I think, is helpful. And then last but not least, LibGuides take time to create. And so plan accordingly for formatting adjustments. It was my first time using SpringShare, and so it was a little bit of a learning curve orienting myself of how to use all the things and where to put things and how to format. But in the end, it all wrapped out good. And thank you.